every single Dakota Ditcheva fight. Get ready as we're taking you on a trip down Dakota's darkest secrets and star-stricken moments.
It's gonna be unbelievable.
This is Fighting is Art. Let's go. We're kicking off the list with one of young Dakota Ditcheva's toughest tests against 77-fight and 73-win veteran Georgina van der Linden, who brought a truckload of experience into the ring and wasn't afraid to use it. Dakota came out guns blazing in round one, as she always does.
Ditcheva.
Straight through the centre, yep.
Ditcheva's on a mission here, my friend. Really is. Looks very strong. Head to both girls, Danny. Ditcheva really going forward with the heavy shots.
But Georgina wasn't fazed as she leaned on her veteran savvy and shut things down with slick clinch work.
The centre, yep.
Ditcheva's on a mission here, my friend. Really is. Looks very strong. Fast head there. Good push kick there from Ditcheva, setting up good hands as well.
Round two saw a shift, with Georgina turning up the heat with relentless pressure and volume, pushing the young phenom onto the back foot.
Definitely more focus.
By round three, both women were fully dialed in, trading fire in a back-and-forth brawl that had the crowd on their feet.
Dakota Ditcheva.
Push. She starts.
Yeah. Nice counter left hook.
In round four, Georgina started hot again, but Dakota adjusted like a pro, using sharp kicks and clever clinch control to steal the momentum.
In this round, really took fire now, Danny.
The beginning of every round between these two girls has been so explosive. Yep, lots of stuff to work on. The young Dutch language of the young girl from Holland. She's just, like I said, she's just fighting with her heart.
Yeah.
She's blown.
The final round followed the same rhythm, with Georgina charging forward and Dakota chopping her down with well-timed counters and punishing low kicks.
Quite even too.
Well, round five then, and absolutely took off fire, Danny, straight away. No,
Yep.
Iman Barlow as well, who's absolutely incredible. I'm sure you'll see her one day on the... And this has been the best fight of the night.
Really.
After 5 rounds of non-stop action, it was Ditcheva's hand raised by decision, and there was no question she earned it. Dakota. Ditcheva's Muay Thai debut in 2015 in Thailand was just as impressive as she squared off against Hongfa Kor, Jalanfak, a brave soul who tried to fight fire with fire. But her gas tank hit E real quick once Dakota started marching her down with front kicks and hooks. It took mere seconds for Dakota to take control. And once she trapped Hongfa in the corner, she launched a knee so vicious it looked like it split her breadbasket in half. Ditcheva's Muay Thai rampage rolled on when she faced Payton in 2017. Payton was greeted with stiff push kicks.
In the blue. I talked about that back push kick and reach advantage enjoyed by Ditcheva, drives the leg into the midsection.
Before the sinister combos started raining down like a violent weather alert.
High kick, stiff hands behind it, all those landed flush. Payton's having to weather it.
Payton's only game plan was to cling to Dakota like a life raft in a tsunami.
Very, very long legs.
But the moment Dakota created space, she drilled a savage liver kick that echoed like a gunshot.
Tries that kick in, and that's hurt Payton.
Payton survived the first, but the second one had her showing the white flag.
Dakota won't let her off. He walks forwards. Payton's got to be careful. There he goes over. He turns away. She valiantly got to her feet after 8 seconds. She's frustrated.
If you thought that was savage, wait till you witness Dakota's demolition job on Bragg, who got thrown into the fire the moment the bell rang.
Ditcheva. Putting the hands in behind it, Bragg. Well, as you said, the pattern would be deep. Ditcheva.
Dakota came out blazing hot, and Bragg was sent spinning from a brutal knee to the midsection.
She'll step in long knee again. Yeah.
Getting the long knees, and that's hurt Bragg early.
Come back to the corner. Daz Morris telling her the hands above.
Bragg beat the count, but Dakota's pressure and precision brought another standing count as Bragg struggled to hold it together.
Walk straight in with that long knee again. Really good line up with the body. He's lining up the centre of the body. That's strong knees, very good knee.
Right, you can see Emma Bragg desperately trying to shield the midsection, but there's just very little she can do. Once
Bragg was saved by the bell in round 1.
whether you've got the hand there or not.
But in round 2, Bragg had no answers left, only the instinct to turn her back on reality that was now signed, sealed, and delivered.
And she's already shutting the distance down again already.
Oh, and Emma Bragg is really not comfortable in there at all. She's turned away and she's in real pain, actually.
Dakota Ditcheva may be a certified wrecking machine, but not every win has come easy, and her war with Amy Perie was proof that even monsters have to dig deep. As usual, Dakota kicked things off by pushing the pace with piercing push kicks and crisp combos.
Kicks hard, Perie, I see.
There might be a little bit of a struggle for range for...
But Amy wasn't just there to survive. She fired right back with poise and precision.
Dakota bouncing out of range. Again takes her down.
In round 2, Dakota started aggressively again, but this time, Amy met fire with fire, using slick counters and smart movement to slow the British storm.
Oh, it's important.
Good score back. Good catch. To no avail. Nice elbow. Sneak elbow from... Left hook on the inside.
By round 3, Dakota's gas tank was running low, but her fight IQ took over as she picked her shots with sniper-like accuracy.
Good score.
Nice. Good. Big body kick scores from Perie again.
Round 4 was an all-out scrap where neither woman took a step back.
Very good.
Big score. Tit for tat, this and that.
But in the 5th and final round, Dakota dug into her reserves and took control, landing the cleaner, heavier shots.
The clinch. This is a war. What a fight this has been. Spinning elbow. Left hook misses. What a fight.
Fantastic fight.
After 5 hard-fought rounds, Amy Perie emerged victorious by decision. By 2019, Dakota Ditcheva had already carved her name into the Muay Thai scene as one of the fiercest young prospects, and against Tiziana Olmo, she proved exactly why the hype was real. From the opening bell, Dakota stormed forward with front kicks, followed by combos sharp enough to cut through steel. It didn't take long before Olmo was dropped to a knee. Credit to her toughness, Olmo got back up swinging, but Dakota was relentless, forcing another count as the pressure mounted.
И сега вече талянката тръгна назад и това ще бъде началото на края. Няма как да съкрати дистанцията след тези ритници. Ето виждате, че получава и колене, получи...
With 2 minutes still left in the round, Dakota flipped the switch and went full Terminator mode, unleashing a storm of fists and kicks that gave Olmo no space to breathe.
Dakota Ditcheva и тя наистина машина. Виждате, просто няма... Може би заложите се дали ще иска в главата. От своя страна тя според...
Dakota's relentless storm resulted in a third knockdown.
Лекота пласира ударе, след това се изтегля отново. Трети нокдаун.
But Olmo was not going to settle with anything less than a quadruple, and Ditcheva delivered it with grace.
Но това коляно, край, четвърти нокдаун, мисля, че няма какво повече да видим в в този двубой. Да, и Моника.
After about 3 years of terrorizing the amateur ranks, Dakota had perfected her MMA tools, and her star potential was clear to see. She made her MMA debut in 2021. Pro MMA newbie Jenny Line was the unlucky fighter standing across from Dakota in her MMA debut at Cage Steel 25, which took place in Sheffield, England. Ditcheva bounced around like a veteran as she switched stances and threw nasty kicks from the opening bell.
Moment. Nice little jab, nice head kick. Oh, she's wobbled her.
Nice, she did.
And again.
Looking like a predator who has come to consume her prey, Dakota continuously backed her foe to the cage fence.
Jab. Oh, lovely combo.
By the 1-minute mark, her opponent was taking clean Muay Thai elbows to the chin.
Oh, what an elbow. And again.
Background now.
And
the
again.
elbow's going in here. Oh, I think Jenny's...
A few knees from the clinch position sent Line crashing to the floor, where Ditcheva got a brief chance to show off her rarely seen ground skills.
Cut off.
She's gone down.
Dakota drags her to the floor. See with technical ability here on the floor.
Intent on scoring a highlight reel knockout, Dakota let her opponent get back up.
Throwing elbows, she wound up with that. I thought she was going to throw it.
And connected with a huge spinning before finishing the fight with a knee to Line's face.
Oh, knee. She drops.
It's a masterclass. An absolute.
5 months later at Celtic Gladiator 30, Ditcheva fought Perie Esom, who was also making her debut. Feeling no pressure, Ditcheva showed her duality as she blew a kiss to the camera and pounded her opponent with blows, all in a matter of seconds. With powerful long legs, Dakota warded her opponent off, punishing Perie at every attempt.
Esom wasting no time, but Dakota is really picking her off.
Proving untouchable like a spirit in the cage, Dakota didn't forget to stamp her opponent's face with wicked front kicks.
Several times. Big kick again.
A menace both at distance and in the clinch.
She comes from a good grappling stock down a corner.
But in the clinch, Dakota, the knees, the elbow.
She showed off a one grappling defense and reversed on her opponent.
Already with Dakota, she knows what she's getting in.
And doing her best John Jones impression, she missed just slightly with her first spinning back elbow attempt, but the second found a home.
Just missed, and this is the thing, and another!
Dakota's sharp elbows opened up cuts on her opponent.
Let's open up a cut on Isom's head. Big back elbow.
No quitting!
And turned Isom's insides to mush with hard knees.
And everyone, oh, big hand, and another, and another!
But her grappling would be the weapon of choice in this fight. Using her new grappling skills, she took her opponent to the ground and fully mounted her straight away. Dakota could now rain shots, and saving Esom was in the hands of the referee.
Raining down. They really need to improve her position.
Referee's great performance. The elbow.
Her third fight would be in the UK Fighting Championships against Patricia Borges. Dakota surprised her opponent with impeccable takedown defense.
Ditcheva. Borges doing the wise thing, trying to close.
Proving to be ready for elite grapplers, she reversed the position and finished her opponent yet again with vicious elbows.
And now just covering up.
Oh my goodness, this could be it.
She needs to do something.
Dakota Ditcheva with the finish yet.
Her quick rise drew comparisons to Ronda Rousey. She became viral in the MMA community, not only with her world-class striking, but with her ruthless personality, illustrated by her unique celebrations. Having just her second contest in the no-barred violence of MMA, she collided against a wrestler from Manchester, Levi Steedman, who also had a dangerous submission game. Opening the fight, Dakota missed with a big right hand, but the knee to the food basket wouldn't miss. Paying zero respect to her opponent's baby factory, she uncorked harder knees. The vicious shots were landing, but her power was missing. But even in the grappling department, Ditcheva was too strong. Not wasting any time on the ground like these beta females, she went straight to applying damage.
Get Dakota back into a guard.
Dakota opened the second round with the kind of aggression only seen in the male divisions. But she was soon sent on a ride in the air as her rival secured a double leg slam.
Beautiful work from Dakota. Levi drives her into the cage, picks her up and dumps it. Beautiful.
Steman controlled Ditcheva easily, and the newbie was now getting a taste of MMA's brutal ground game, but found her way back up.
She's going to take some shots on the
Just as I say that, she starts to throw.
Now, she was ready to unleash, stunning her opponent with a big right hand.
Throwing them kicks.
Ahead of the third round, both ladies had a gentlemanlike agreement to throw down.
This third round, Levi trying to get the crowd.
few ships. You know, one of these girls can...
Long legs. Oh, nice right, left hand from Levi.
Another destructive right hand sat Steman on her butt.
Expect Levi to level change any second. Oh, I think she went to, but flips at the same time.
Hugging for dear life.
Backs out a little bit there, but she's going to go for that take.
Like out of a Wonder Woman movie, Dakota released a three-piece and a soda, then transitioned to a guillotine choke.
Big uppercut. Level change once again from Levi. Going for the choke here.
Yeah, look at that front choke.
Suicide roll as she
But her opponent was saved by the bell. Cupping her ears to those who doubted her abilities in MMA, she started the demolition that would set the world of MMA on fire.
Ditcheva here.
As an amateur, she fought for the UKFC flyweight title and competed against the blonde monsteress Shauna Bannon, who would later make it to the UFC. It was a contest both in strikes and in looks.
Exchanging leg kicks. I'm excited to see this striking exchange between the two. Bannon, I called a number of her fights at the IMAFs.
Both exchanging bombs, it seemed Dakota had met her match.
Close quarters, working in the clinch. A separation, catches the kick. Shauna barrels in like...
In the second round, Dakota destroyed Shauna's knees with mean intentions.
Dakota on. Again working that lead.
But the ferocity of Ditcheva's strikes soon turned her rival into a wrestler. But Dakota showed no mercy.
Oh, now they have space. Oh, tries to meet it with a string. And again, the clinch is in. This time, Dakota turns early. Tie plum clinch. Oh, that's a big knee. Oh! And it's gone the distance. Dakota looks confident and happy. In the red corner!
Under the watchful eyes of her mother, Ditcheva's first appearance in the PFL was a striking masterclass against Hasna Gabber. Displaying a high fight IQ, Dakota followed the hit and don't get hit doctrine.
Outside.
Her signature push kick proved useful once again.
Open rip there from Dakota. Push kick drops. Has the Gabber.
In the first round, she terminated her opponent's will to fight with well-timed knees to the abdomen.
Gabber looking out of her element here. She's hurt to the body. That's it. In the body. Just well placed. Right to the gut. You see Hasna feel that. She's looking at the ref. She says she wants out. She's like, I'm good.
The fight ended in 58 seconds, scoring her fastest victory ever. Dakota returned 3 months later against Catherine Corugini. Proving to be the perfect mix of love and war, Dakota blew a kiss to start another masterclass. Ditcheva wisely worked her kicks early and managed the distance.
Back to the southpaw.
Her counter-striking was on point.
PFL debut featured a lot of clinch work so far, all out from distance. Oh!
She negated her opponent's attempts at wrestling and punished her in the clinch.
As well, now trying to push the arm, and she will land knees with the quickness. Saw her last
Hammer fists rained down on her adversary.
Hampton. Dakota did a good job of getting that shin pin there.
Ditcheva pressed forward and unleashed a big right hand that cracked Corugini's on the jaw and sent her crashing to the canvas in a heap. Another punch followed, but the fight was already over.
The club and a right hand.
See that right hand straight away. He tells me how much power's in that right hand every session. and I'm starting to believe it myself.
A vicious knockout, and one which announced to her future opponents that dangerous poses an immense danger. Adjusting adeptly to the Professional Fighters League style within a year, Dakota Ditcheva was ready to take over. In 2023, Dakota headed to the PFL Europe Women's Flyweight Tournament against Malin Hermanson. Ditcheva controlled distance in the early stages via leg and body kicks.
It's a good way to deal with the leg kicks.
The knees again being the weapon of destruction, Ditcheva landed some knees in the clinch against the side of the cage before taking Hermanson down.
This is where you don't want to be against Ditcheva. Her knees are very nasty.
After transitioning to the back from side control, Ditcheva locked in a rear naked choke to end the fight and secure the first submission win of her MMA career. Following the victory, Ditcheva was joined by her mum in celebration. Her 7 knockouts in 9 bouts put her on a par with MMA legends Amanda Nunes and Chris Cyborg, who had 6 stoppages in their first 9 bouts. The win moved Ditcheva to 10-0 professionally, earning her $100,000 and locking the English fighter into a spot in the PFL next season. As Dakota progressed, so did the level of her adversaries. For the semifinal, she was matched up against a tough opponent, Cornelia Holm, in Paris. Competing against the seasoned wrestler, Dakota had some questions to answer. Within 30 seconds, Holm had shot for a takedown.
So well with that jab, but this is a good takedown for Holm.
Beautiful work. Nice scrambled over.
But Dakota demonstrated her wrestling training, refusing to go to the ground. Dakota sent Holm flying with every shot.
Potentially focus on takedown defense. Ooh! What a right hand that was.
It's a laser. She always hits.
In the third round, like something out of a movie, Dakota threw a crisp 1-2 that sent Holm crumbling, and a kick ended the fight.
Cornelia Holm, very difficult to put away.
Oh!
$1,000 on the line against Valentina Scatizy, who gets the walk-off.
Dakota broadcasts to the flyweight division that she means business. With this victory, Dakota had eliminated all her foes and was set for the final in Dublin. Like in previous bouts, Ditcheva was a heavy favorite going into the fight with Italy's Valentina Scatizy. In the first round, like many of Dakota's opponents, Scatizy pressured Ditcheva and attempted to close the distance in a bid to nullify her striking.
Beautiful.
This is good pressure though from Scatizy. She's got to get around the...
But this ended up playing into Ditcheva's hands.
Here from Dakota, nice knee to the head as well.
Nice tricky knee there from Dakota.
She recalled her Muay Thai training in the clinch and launched knees into the Italian fighter's face.
Trying to drag Valentina Scatizy. Oh, nice right hand.
That was clean. Beautiful from Dakota. Beautiful pump.
Her opponent's face wore the damage, with her left eye swelling up grotesquely and blocking out her vision. That was enough for the ringside physician to call off the fight.
Via TKO on medical advice due to the fighter being unable to continue.
Summing up the years of hard work in the gym, Ditcheva celebrated by dancing round the cage before being presented with her belt. The win also secured Ditcheva a $100,000 prize. In 2024, Ditcheva made her debut in the PFL American season against Walden, having won PFL Europe last year. For this tournament, elbows were allowed, reuniting Dakota with a weapon she loves so much.
Dakota Ditcheva!
It was domination from the opening bell as Dakota showed off her judo skills.
You saw the smile on Dakota Ditcheva's face as she had a couple of boo birds.
4 minutes in, Ditcheva landed a stinging straight right, left combination to the body of Walden,
rips it up
before dropping her with a powerful knee.
Right back. Oh, big knee! She's in trouble.
Another knee to Walden's baby factory made her go down again.
Looks for a moment like she was going to be finished, but no quit in this woman. Another knee to the midsection. Left hand coming.
The American was able to get back up, but Ditcheva sent her back to the canvas with another well-placed kick to the body.
Ditcheva asked her to stand back up. On the base. More body shots.
And the referee stepped in to stop the contest, handing Ditcheva 6 points thanks to the first round finish. Her next opponent, Chelsea Hackett, made a big mistake and got dropped with a heavy 1-2 when she decided to stand in the middle of the cage with Dakota.
Attacks the low leg. Oh! Straight right hand!
Hackett trying to into a grappling range now. She's going to be open to knees.
Ditcheva mixed strikes to the body and head.
Ditcheva makes the playoffs with a win of any kind.
Those knees are brutal.
Oh, nasty combination.
Using Gordon Ramsay's liver steak recipe, she landed a body shot that sent Hackett crumbling.
To the outside, and then here's the finishing flurry. Bam, body shot right to the solar plexus.
Yep.
Oh, that will steal your...
The consecutive first-round stoppages means she had won the maximum 12 points and advanced to the playoffs in first place. Well, before Dakota decided to try out modeling. Fight after fight, Dakota bullied her opponents. Her huge frame and counter-striking meant that foes couldn't enter her range without being punished for it. In the semi-final, the British-Bulgarian faced Gina Bishop and met her abdomen with sharp knees that immediately sent her crashing.
I'll tell you, the confidence that she's going to have down getting up is going to be unbelievable. Beautiful knee.
Looking to give her opponent a proper send-off, Dakota asked Bishop to stand up, only to follow up with a barrage of blows that ended the fight.
Beautiful knee from the plum.
And Ditcheva beckons Jenna Bishop back to her feet and goes immediately on the attack.
Bishop's in trouble.
And that does it.
With her future opponent in the crowd, Dakota knew she had sent fear through their hearts, signaling them to shut up. Now undoubtedly PFL's biggest female star, Dakota was prepared to face the biggest stars. A showpiece with former UFC flyweight title challenger Taylor Santos was set up, and Santos was tipped to provide the toughest test of Ditcheva's career. Santos had missed out slightly in title fight against UFC's Valentina Shevchenko, and has since crossed over to the PFL, where she won 3 fights in a row and had her sights fixed on the final prize. Since the UFC is seen as the golden standard in MMA, victory over a former title challenger in the promotion in Santos is a big indicator that Dakota would be at home there. From her walkout, Ditcheva looked relaxed in the biggest fight of her life. She danced her way to the cage as a pocket of fans from the UK cheered the Manchester fighter. Ditcheva set the tone for a dominant performance with a trio of leg kicks.
I'm interested to see if Santos is going to try and draw Dakota in before she tries to take down.
Dakota proved to be too strong in the grappling department.
Dakota trying to use that knee to get some space between the hips.
And on the feet, her signature front kick found a home on Santos's face.
Moves forward.
She outclassed Santos, bringing ooze from the crowd as the Brazilian struggled to defend herself.
Under 1 minute now in this first frame. And a flurry from Ditcheva.
Beautiful right hands.
And an elbow to finish that combination. She has Taylor Santos hurt.
And uncorked hard shots against the former UFC title challenger like never before.
From Dakota Ditcheva.
Santos is hurt.
Elbow coming in from Ditcheva. There's a combination.
Santos is hurt.
A thudding knee and flurry of body shots was the end as the referee stepped in, crowning Ditcheva Britain's first female MMA world champion.
That was digging deep for sure. Santos is in trouble. She's in big trouble.
Dakota Ditcheva to the body again for a champ.
Dakota celebrated by putting lipstick on in the center of the octagon before embracing her team, including her mother and former kickboxing world champion Lisa Howarth, and roaring with joy. Dakota credits her mother for her monstrous power. Not only has Ditcheva broken Britain's barren run for a female world champion, she has done it in a dominant fashion rarely seen in women's MMA. Fans and pundits are already describing Ditcheva as being among the world's best, with the Briton also becoming the PFL's youngest ever champion at 26. Her 13 finishes, 12 of them knockouts, make for a glittering resume, and she has all the attributes to flourish at the very top of the sport. Please subscribe if you didn't know about this fighter before. We're making videos on legendary fighters and upcoming legends like Ditcheva. Thanks, goodbye.